Okay, I'm back. This is part 3. It's continuing straight on. I actually forgot to pause as I was finishing the last part, so my time might have progressed a bit. But it is straight after where I left off. There's nothing triggered. Let's see, so I'm going into negative because I lost some troops dealing with rebels. Morocco is trying to make claims. They're really nasty at the increase province claim costs, so if I ever play again I'll know that I should never conquer them unless I have a claim which plans to expire reasonably soon. That's not good. I better call it before it expires. Okay, what's going on? Sorry, I don't like reading out loud because I tend to stutter when I read. Lose administrative power, or for how long? Oh no, 20 years, extra 20 stability cost. Sorry, administrative power it is. Had a nice tax bonus, but I cannot afford to take stability hits like that. It's like, it's expensive as it is to recover my stability because of overextension. I got too greedy and now it's taking me time to recover, basically. There's nothing I can do apart from run game really fast. And my income is exactly 0. Okay. Did not expect that. Are you planning to go to war with me? I'm gonna do improve relations and hopefully I'm your rival. So yes, you really do wanna go war with me, don't you? I'm gonna reduce some military maintenance once more. Army maintenance, because I'm just not rich enough. I don't have any temples. Yes, I know my maintenance is too low. What's this? I'm being forced to take a loan. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is not good. How much? I need a lot more than this. And I don't want to take out a loan. Stability would be a very nasty hit. Okay, maintenance, just stay on 1 and I'm taking a loan. Actually, can I make this so this is like 4.6? And that should, in a sense, cancel itself out, which it did without me taking a loan. Not exactly a trick I'm used to doing. As that wouldn't really have worked before very well. Well, before you would just mint things like crazy. And I hope I don't get hit by anything else like that. Like I said, this is why I didn't want to be on 0 stability. It hits my income hard, it hits everything hard. And more rebels against my low morale army. And now I have to pay army losses. Morocco, deal with him. Oh god. Morocco stop doing claims on me? Shouldn't I have a truce with you? Or did that expire already? Oh, that's good. More overseas income, so more income here. I wish I was getting an income here though. I'm probably getting like a pence once every 100 years. Oh yeah. I can't afford anyone. That's fine with me, I think. Let's see, so I beat them up and they're fully dead and I'm taking attrition now. I grabbed what I should not have grabbed and it's just hurting me in every way it can think of. I'm having a miserable start. And I wish I wasn't getting hit by so many random events that make me want to cry. Which does this belong to? So this belongs there, so... Does this actually have any trade power? 1.8, yeah. I shouldn't really care for 1.8. And I still don't have enough to do anything. Oh. I can actually... It's a good and a bad thing, I realized. Am I getting money from that? No, I'm not. It's just England. VP start of someone else. So, I get one colonist, which would be very nice. Whereas otherwise I could get more trade efficiency and more trade range. I'll have to go for this. Do they actually have any national ideas now? I recall somewhere here it's saying how many national ideas. There, they got 0. Spanish idea 0. So it somewhat lets me know what's going on. My greed here is still hurting me. Can I afford this? No, I can't. I really need it though. If I could afford this, then I could afford sending a Actually, I can't afford sending a colonist. Can I send a colonist all the way here? No, but I should be able to send a colonist here. Who died now? A royal marriage ended. England offering another royal marriage. Yeah, I'll take it. Why did that cost me legitimacy? Oh, I mean... It's probably a month tick. And Regency Council is not helping me. I got really high rebel chance, so stability would be a much greater boost. And I need to get back to a positive stability. Accept alliance offer. Well, I shouldn't really accept alliance offer from them. They'll drag me into another war. Lose tax base there, gain there, and lose stability. So So that's basically, like I mentioned in my previous video, they changed population into taxes. So basically population moving from one place to another, that's why you lose tax base in one province and goes to another. And no, I'm not giving up my stability, I just paid for it. For a lot of years, my armies will be a lot worse, but it's cheaper. Now it's still too expensive, even with that 10%. Yeah, let's go back to my original target of converting before this runs out. Like, we got 10 years to gather enough. 440. How old is our heir? 14, so he's almost of age. Stop fabricating. I should be the one fabricating. Let's fabricate. Yeah, let's do it. This is my revenge. I think I'm just gonna give up on this whole cardinal thing. It's just not working out, and ignore it. I need things like cathedrals for it to work when I'm so far away from them and can't do. Yes! Finally! I got a heir that's of age. I can gather points quickly enough now. This was a big help towards a lot of things. Oh, this looks very nasty, rebellion chances. Navy tradition, yes, I don't mind Navy tradition. Let's gather my fleet up and go more exploring. Let's explore into Africa this time. Wait. Just join? Alright. Single province, didn't notice this too. Oh, why are my ships so beaten up? I think I didn't fully fix them before I sent them off for the mission of blockade. That would explain it. Clearly that must be a reason. Now I wish I had my one colonist. There must be a way of reducing this. Well, I can't do much about non-accepted culture because I need to do religion before I can do culture. Province taxes are getting a hit for having revolt risk. But that would still be... Yeah, distant overseas does a 90% over it, so... Unless I core it, I'm gonna be suffering very badly, and local missionary strength reduction. Oh, this is just a horrible area to capture and try to convert. It does everything it can to stay, what is it, Sunni. Is there any changes in Europe? So Commonwealth still has not happened, but Poland invading Hungary. Gain general with 100 tradition. Lose prestige and legitimacy. Gain legitimacy, sorry. I don't need a general. I'm staying out of wars until I can afford to do something. Oh yes. I need to build something useful, so marketplace would be nice, the local power. Actually, let's have a look how it shows like this. There, so marketplace here would actually be more useful, I think. And docks. Let's build a dock here. Yeah, that's all my money gone. And I can actually afford one guy. Technology cost. Yes, I'll take that. And nothing is going really my way, but we're making progress. Somewhat. Let's save up enough diplomatic points to make another colony. Or oh, these rebels are not going to give up. And let me guess, you're without a leader. Let's make my king a leader. Again. Now I'm slightly concerned about you getting actually beaten up, so it's near the end of a month, so if I increase my military maintenance, you're actually gonna go up before you even get there. Yep, like I said, you recovered. How did you move so quickly there? You're quick at running. That's for sure. I'm really taking costs from losing these men. Okay, now you're Morocco's problem. You're out of my hair. And gonna be nagging Morocco for a while, so... Okay, you might have noticed there was a big jump in the video. Well, what happened was I actually ran out of hard space, so... And without realizing it, I progressed some years, though. Nothing much happened in those, but I'll first go over a few things that I had done over that time, and out of game and in game. So it took me quite a while. I edited the whole of part 1 and uploaded it to YouTube, and I realized that like I mentioned in the first part, that it was I'd done too long of recording, so it was like just over an hour. That actually took me like 4 hours to upload, so I will really try timing my videos to be about half an hour, just to make it easy on myself to edit and upload. Though, because the way Fraps records things, it records it in 3-minute segments, so you have to stick them all together, and if you need to do any editing, it's usually easier just to edit a segment. And there's just a lot of work sticking it together if I need to do any cutting of video or anything like that, so I decided it'll be easier if I have shorter segments. And to avoid future loss of data, I'm gonna try, every time I finish a part, making a save, so I can record from that point in case I do lose any future recording. It's just that last time I recorded 2 hours worth, and anything that went beyond the 2 hours I was out of hard space, as it was already 150 gigs recorded. Okay, now what happened in game in the meantime was more rebels. Typical. I built, I think, or started building. Yeah, I started building a marketplace. I managed to core this province. So that is where my administrative power went, and I collected administrative power again. I had few events. I actually for once had a Stability Plus event, which I was really happy about. I finished colonizing the Cape Verde, or however you're meant to pronounce it. Oh, I still need to core it. And wow, it's cheap. For administrative power to core it? Sure thing. Okay, sorry for interruption, had a phone call. Um, oh yeah, and yeah, I colonized this, finished colonizing, just started coring it, and I was attempting for several times to colonize this. Now, I'm trying to colonize it without killing the natives, as that would mean more tax income. Well, I'm not sure is it really worth it actually now, considering that I just realized that tax income will be affected by a huge penalty of distant overseas, so it might actually not be worth it, and I should just take my troops here and kill all the natives and colonize this faster and just get my money from getting the tariffs, which I'll actually do in the next part of the video. Okay, I think that is about everything that has happened, and I think I researched one of the technologies. Yeah, I think I gotten one more level in diplomatic technology. Yeah, that is all the changes I've done, so I think I'm gonna do that and wrap up this part and then continue in the next part as what goes on next, because nothing much was missed in the time. The time missed, and because I got lucky I didn't really want to reload an earlier autosave, as the Stability Plus event was very nice bonus. Okay then, see you next time.